One of the things that distinguishes humans from other animals is that humans can ask what the difference between humans and animals is. Our highly evolved human brain is capable of abstract thought. Evolution has brought us to where we are today, but what will happen to us in the future? Are we on an endpoint at human evolution? Louis Elamore once said, "There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning." Although nature and natural selection have always been the driving force for evolution, this is not the case anymore because, for better or worse, the emerging technologies will take us to the next step to an advanced human species. To understand where the human species is located today, it is essential to understand Darwinism and his theory about natural selection, sometimes called survival of the fittest. There have been at least 21 species of hominids on Earth, but only Homo sapiens have survived today. All these human species overlapped each other at some point. It would not be crazy to think that it will happen again and a new human species will live among us. It is not a question of if it will happen, but rather a question of when. By looking at how fast information technology has improved by the years and how fast it will improve, it is important to have in mind that technological change is not linear, but exponential. A good example is the Human Genome Project from 1990. Their goal was to identify approximately all 20 to 25,000 genes in human DNA. It took 13 years and $3 billion to accomplish this. The same can be done today for only $1,000 and within 24 hours. In the next decade, people will see most improvements in biotechnology, mechanic technology, and nanotechnology. And even more interesting will be to see how these technologies emerge to enhance the human race. It is impossible to accurately predict the future. However, by looking at where these emerging technologies stand today, we can get a sense of where we are heading and what the big picture looks like. In the field of biotechnology, scientists have been able to create liver cells from patients' skin. This is remarkable because in the future, if someone's organs fail, they can get a new one, grown from their very own cells. Biotechnology will be a huge component in increasing human life expectancy. In the field of nanotechnology, Harvard scientists have developed a cell-sniffing nanorobot that can deliver payloads of drug molecules to cancer-stricken areas of a person's body. This means that instead of taking highly toxic drugs that harm your body to attack the cancer, it will be possible to only attack cancer without harming the rest of a person's body. If this is achievable in 2012, it is not crazy to propose that in the future, robots the size of blood cells will travel in the bloodstream, destroying pathogens, removing debris, correcting errors in DNA, and reversing aging processes. In the field of mechanic technology, scientists are now optimistic that they will be able to give blind people sight again and deaf people the ability to hear. What if in the future, hearing aids will include broader range of frequency and even associate with computers? But then a question arises, is it only disabled people who will be able to obtain these possible advantages to go beyond normal human senses? The main idea to realize is that humans will take direct and deliberate control of their own evolution instead of the regular natural selection. Where bio, nano, and mechanical technology come together, there will be innovations that have not yet crossed the human imagination. These emerging technologies will make this evolution happen sooner rather than later. As Vladimir Lenin once said, there are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. People may not notice it yet, but we might be at the start of those weeks. There is nothing for sure about the future, but the rapid emerging technology improvements will give us the potential power over our own evolution.